Hello to all, welcome to the channel Code++. In this video we will see how to make a panel where you can show and hide password like we are seeing right now on the screen. For example, if I enter a password PASSWORD, then it is all hidden, it is all masked by default because the input type is password. Now when I click on this button, then the password will be unmasked and we can clearly see that the input type has changed to text. And this is what we are going to achieve using HTML, CSS and some JavaScript. So let us begin. Coming to our code, let us understand the HTML first. Here on line 58 we have the form with a form of ID and a method of get. That is irrelevant over here, but still I am mentioning it. Now the form input one, that is the name input, would be in this div class with a class of form input. And similarly for the password field we have on line 68 a div with a class of form input 2 and a label of password input which will show the password as we had seen, and right now it is something like this, and the input type will be password, so that is why it is getting masked. Now these are redundant, we have not used any validations, but I have kept them here for any future uses. We can have JavaScript validations for them, but anyways that is not the point. Let us concentrate on our code. Now to have an eye we need to add some class to it. There is a website called as Font Awesome. I have included its link. So we have the link for the eye icon at line number 9, and we can see that this is a link for Font Awesome. I will put the link in the comment or description in this video. Please don't forget to include this link, otherwise your eye would not be displayed. Now to add the eye, I have used a simple HTML class from this link. So I'm just going to paste it here and save it, and we can see that an eye has been added next to the password field. Now coming back to our code, if I remove the word slash and save it, we can see that the eye is open. Now if I add the word slash and save it, we can see the eye is closed. So by this way, by removing and modifying classes, we can close the eye and we can open the eye. And this is what we are going to do in the JavaScript to our advantage. If you want to know how to toggle classes, you can watch the video in the card on the right hand side. I'm just mentioning. Okay, now let us come on to the style. I have kept the style simple since this is not a CSS course, but let us review the styles. So the form has a margin of 50 pixel auto, so it is from top 50 pixel, and auto it is aligned in the middle with a width of 400, form input margin top of 200, label color blue, so that is why we can see the username and password are in blue, font size of 16 pixel, font weight of 600, so that is why it is bold, letter spacing of 200 pixels so that the words are clear, and a margin left of 14 pixel, so the words username and password do not start at the beginning, but they are at 14 pixel from the left. And the input font family I have kept it Arial, the font size is 16 pixel, and the padding inside the input would be 5 pixel on the top, 10 pixel on the right and left, and 5 pixel on the bottom, and height is 25 pixel, so that is why due to the padding the D appears in the middle. If I decrease the padding, the D would be closer to the box borders inside. Now I have commented these. I will explain them as the time comes. Now the button is type of submit, and it has been placed at some distance from the last element, that is the div of form input 2. Now let us see the position of the eye. Now I'm going to uncomment this. If I comment this portion, we can see that a border would come around the second part. That is, on the browser we can see a green border has appeared on the div which is inside which the password field is set. That is the div which has been mentioned on line number 68, that is form input 2, and we can see the green border around it. So that is what we are seeing right now, and the I is still outside the password field. It was never intended to be inside, but by using position of the CSS we can place the eyes to appear to the user that it is inside the box. That is what we are going to do by uncommenting the thing. So to make it clear, I am going to uncomment it and save it. Now we can see that the form input to I, that is this thing over here on line number 73, is having a position of absolute, and from the top it is 29 pixel and from the right side it is 44 pixel. So that is why when we see, we have an illusion that the I is placed inside the password field, but actually it is being placed inside the div. From top it is 29 pixel and from the right side it is 44 pixel. Now that our work of decorating or making the visual features has been completed, we can simply comment this part and save it, and now we can see the I that is in default position closed and the decoration is gone. So we have simple password field. Now let us move on and add some JavaScript to it. But before adding the JavaScript, let me make one thing clear, that the password I class is not included from the font awesome. It was something like this. I had included password I for the purpose of capturing this class and for making effects from the JavaScript. You will understand when I type the JavaScript and I will explain the purpose of it. So for now it is password I. You can name it anything, but for here to improve the readability and in this context I have named it as password I. So let us start the JavaScript. So first we will capture this password I and then we would capture this password input. So that is what I am going to do now by using query selector. So let password I is equal to document dot query selector, and here we have password I, and similarly let password input is document dot query selector, so our field and the class would be captured through it. And let us do one thing. Let us see what the password type is. We already know that it is a password. The input type is a password, but still we can confirm it by making it a console.log. So password input type is password input.type. Save it and come to the browser and inspect. Now if I type something here, and now you can see that the password input type is password. So this is password input type password. So that is why we can see by default that the element is being captured and displayed in the log. Now let us add an event listener. So it will be password I, because we want to add an event listener to the I, so that on clicking or clicking it, it will mask or unmask the password. So if you want to know more about event listeners, I have put the video in this card above. Anyways, let us continue. Add event listener, and the event type would be click, because we want to click on the I. And inside the function we can simply check whether the input type is password and what to do with that input type. So we can simply password input dot type is equal to password, then something has to be done, otherwise something else would be done. So when the password input type would be password, we would simply change it to text. So I will change the password input type to text. Otherwise the password input type would be changed back to password. Save it, and now if we come to the browser, we can see that if we type and click on this I button, we can see that the password has been unmasked. So our one part is done. That is, we are able to mask or unmask the password. Now let us work on how to cross or uncross the eye. That is, to be able to see vision and to be able to not see vision has to be made. So this is the part we would understand right now. So I'm going to fast forward it for now. Now since I have typed it, let us see what these console.log would do, and let us understand what was the purpose of including them and what we were supposed to see. Coming to our browser, if I open the inspect, now if I go and type some password and press this, we can see that we are inside if and the password input type is now text. That is why we are able to see DDD. Initially see it was password input type of password, so we are not able to see. Now it is of text, that is why we are able to see, and we can see that the password I.class list, that is the class list of this on line number 73 has 3 classes. That is why we are able to see them in the log. These 3 classes are FAR, FAI/ and password I. So that is what we are able to see, FAR, FAI/ and password I. And this class list can be altered to add effect to our I. Now if I click again on the I, it will change the password input type to password again and mask the password. So we can see that we have now come inside the else and the password input type has been changed to password. Our class remains the same, that is FAR, FAI/ and password I. Now our task that is remaining is to add or remove class or modify the class FAI/ so that we can get our desired effect. This would be clear from the code which I am going to type right now. So let me fast forward it for now. Now since I have typed the code, let us see its effect in the browser. Now if I come to the password field and type something and press this button, we would see that it has been unmasked and the eye has been opened. So that is why we are able to see the password which was hidden earlier. Now initially the input type was password as the page was reset. So this was the initial condition. Now we had typed something and pressed on it. That is why we are able to see that we are inside if, and now the password input type has been changed to text. That is by the line number 88 in our JavaScript. Now if we see the class list, that is FAR, FAI/ and password I for right now. Now if I click on the button again, the I would be closed and we would come inside else and the password input type would become password. So the password input type has become password and we can see that the class list has been changed and the FAI thing is there instead of FAI/. So that is what we were able to achieve from these lines in the code. That is, initially we removed FAI/ and made it to I, and in the else part we removed FAI and made it back to FAI/ again. So by the virtue of toggling classes and adding and removing them in the class list, we have achieved the same thing. So if I come and refresh it, I add something, click on the I button, we can view the thing, and now if I click it, it will hide the thing again. So in this way we are able to toggle between two states and are able to change the password input type to text and password in each turn. This keeps on happening and this was our desired objective. So that's it. This was all for this video. If you have any doubts or queries, you can put them in the comment section. Like the video, share the video, and don't forget to subscribe to Code++. Thank you for watching.